What's going on, everybody? My name is Raheem Sadiq. I am a full-time wedding photographer and videographer here in Southern California, and I'm excited to dive into this video with you all on my journey as a full-time engineer, quitting that job and pursuing photography full-time. So without further ado, let's get started.
Because you don't know who you're gonna meet.
Just a little background information on my journey. I went to school at UC Irvine, getting my bachelor's in mechanical engineering. Afterwards, I got a job in Irvine, California at a biomedical device company. Worked there for about a year and a half, then switched over to another biomedical device company in Los Angeles. And I won't say the name, but I'll give you a little hint here. So I've been working as an engineer for about 3 years of my life. I was working a $70K salary job, getting a paycheck, working 8 to 5 every single day, Monday through Friday. A typical day working as an engineer, I would wake up early in the morning, about 6 or 7 a.m., do an hour commute to my work there 8, 9, or sometimes even 10 hours in the day, then commute back for an hour or so. Los Angeles traffic sometimes is very, very unpredictable. So this breakdown of the day tells me that I'm essentially working about 50 to 60 hours a week. That's including my commute time, that's including my time at the company. And essentially my typical day would be I would wake up early, go to work for about 8, 9, 10 hours, come back home, have dinner, and go to sleep. And it was very, very routine. So having a routine lifestyle like that was very depressing on my end. I did not see any creative growth, any personal development. I was very stagnant in the way that I lived my life. So essentially, I had to think of solutions for this in order to kind of live in the future. I did not see myself doing this routine for the rest of my life. So this all started when I was a young kid. My parents were all business-minded. My mom worked and owned a business in the Philippines, and my dad, when he moved to the States, he owned his own business, trying to support his family. And that kind of instilled at a young age that I need to essentially grow my own business, work on my own terms. I decided to pick up a camera in sophomore year of college. Didn't turn back since then. I will share a detailed story of how I got into photography. If you're interested, leave a comment below. Maybe I'll get into that. But I essentially started doing wedding photography a few years after picking up my camera for the first time. Then I started building clients and referrals. A year after I graduated, I was working consistently every single weekend shooting weddings. So as you can tell, working a side gig like photography on the weekends, working full-time, it's a really, really tough schedule to follow. I was working from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. At my 8 to 5 job. When I got home about like 7 or 8 or so, I was editing photos for a couple hours or a few hours every single day to maintain the clients that I had and to finish these wedding galleries. On the weekend, I was shooting weddings. Saturday and Sunday, I was booked out, 10, 12 hours of the day shooting these weddings. I wasn't able to, visit family members. I wasn't able to spend time with my wife. I wasn't able to spend time with my friends, go to the gym as much. I wasn't able to kind of focus on my personal development, my personal growth. All of this had a huge impact on myself and my personal development, and I felt though this was holding me back. So my company is called Visual Artistry Collective. We are a wedding production studio here in Southern California. Follow us on Instagram here. And yeah, we are going to be expanding into Northern California as well as other major cities within the US soon. Aside from that, going back to our story, my first priority was to this income to cover my expenses on a monthly basis. So my engineering job was able to kind of provide that consistent monthly income, so that way I can cover, basic things like rent, car insurance, car payments, food, etc., etc. And my goal was to create and develop a side hustle that kind of could cover those monthly expenses. Once it could cover those monthly expenses, I was able to kind of make a shift to full time. So the question became, Do I want to spend 50, 60, 70 hours a week at a full-time job that essentially I only see a 3% bonus every single year? Or do I want to spend the 50, 60, 70 hours on myself, on my business, on my family, on my personal growth, on what is truly passionate for me? For me, the decision was fairly simple. Once I could cover my expenses from my side hustle, aka photography and videography, then I was able to make that switch. So on December 12th, 2019, I was able to make the full-time switch into wedding production and quit my engineering job. But I want to say that I do love engineering. I love everything about it. Everything that I've learned at an engineering company, I've actually incorporated into my business now, from process development to creative design to problem solving, critical thinking. All of these things kind of incorporate into my business flow. And I think that kind of sets me apart versus other wedding production companies out there. I'm able to kind of streamline end-to-end product from getting all of the footage to sending it out to clients so that way they receive them. So everything from end to end is seamless. I truly believe if you dedicate 110% in all of your goals and all your passions and work as hard as the other guy or other girl out there, then you'll be able to see all of your dreams and all of your goals come true. I'm a big proponent of following your passions, of quitting the 9-to-5 life and owning your own business, becoming your own boss, working on your terms, on your time. That's very important to have a well-balanced lifestyle. Don't get me wrong, I also think that those who work on 9-to-5 job, they're able to maintain a very steady income throughout the years. They're able to make great bonuses and great raises. They truly love what they're doing. For me personally, I want to pursue something that I'm able to grow myself. I don't have a boss. My boss is my own self, and I'm able to work on my own time to develop this company here on out. So this is only the beginning. This journey started, a few years ago when I picked up that camera, and we have grown into this office space, into a full-fledged team, working, day and night to get all these projects done, to get these weddings shot. And I would love to share this journey with you all through YouTube. I'm doing this to help those, to inspire those that were in my footsteps, that wanted to pursue their passions and their dreams of owning their own business. I wouldn't have been able to do all of this without the support of my loving wife, friends and family that are around me. They've been, pushing me constantly to kind of pursue what I love. They knew exactly what I was going through this entire time. It's important to maintain those around you that are supporting you, and for those that are kind of against what you want to do, tune out all of the noise and focus on those who really, really want you to grow as a person. Until then, I'll see you all next time. Peace.